Broadcast on BC Hornet Sports is brought to you by these great sponsors: B&N Trucking, Cass Communications, Country Financial Agents Larry Grady and Jacob Kiesler, Larry Dunn Accounting, Farmers National Bank of Griggsville and Mount Sterling, your Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA, Sarah Culbertson Memorial Hospital, Ray Insurance, Mount Sterling Savings Center, All About Dance and More, the Brown County State Bank, the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling, KLC Inc., Napa Henry Automotive, Double K Firearms, Yingling and Nissen Insurance Agency, the Hendricker Funeral Home, Dot Transportation and Dot Foods, your McKay Napa Auto Parts Store, Cassing Lumber Company, St. Mary's School, El Grady Realty, Heather's Tumble and Tap, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling, A Rustic Gardens. Thank you to our sponsors and to our listeners for listening and watching the Brown County Hornets on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more.
Good afternoon, everybody. Steve Surratt here on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Today we've got Little League Championship Baseball for you for the 9 and 10-year-olds as it is Macomb against Beardstown in Little League action. Championship, Beardstown comes out of the loser's bracket and Macomb is out of the winner's bracket. If Beardstown would win, we'd have another game tomorrow between Beardstown and Macomb. How they got there kind of looks like this. You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Call 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. It looks like this. Brown County played Macomb the first night. Brown County lost, went to the loser's bracket. And the next day, because it got called off, it was Rushville and Macomb. Macomb won. Beardstown and Tri-County. Tri-County won. In the winner's bracket, Macomb played Tri-County, and Macomb came out the victor on that. And they've been sitting there for a couple of days waiting for the loser's bracket to catch up. Brown County played Beardstown, and Beardstown won that game. Beardstown against Rushville. Beardstown won again against Tri-County. Beardstown won. That's how we got there thus far. Let's take a look at our keys to the game. We'll do that when we come back after these messages.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Hi, Chad Yingling here with Yingling and Nissen Insurance.
And Mike Yingling, also with Yingling and Nissen Insurance. Tell me about home and auto packages. It looks like we've had some companies with pretty competitive rates here the last few months.
We've done a lot of quotes here in the last few weeks. I've saved anywhere from $600 to even $1,200 off their annual premium. Been doing really well and saving people a lot of money and providing them excellent coverage.
Pretty competitive on the home and auto stuff if people want to quote.
We'd love to take a look at your stuff, give you a quote, and hopefully save you a bunch of money.
Give us a call at 217-773-3397.
Are you looking to start a career or just looking for a change? B&N Trucking offers many different driving options, ranging from home every night to home on the weekends. Apply online at bnntrucking.net or call us at 217-289-3555 to see what fits your needs. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
When you are ready to move to a new home or refinance the one you are in, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company in Mount Sterling will make sure the process moves along smoothly. With competitive rates, superior service, and great solutions that fit your lifestyle and budget. Call us today and get everything you need to get moving. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a CDL holder looking for an extra income or a change of pace? Do you drive a tractor or pull a trailer in your current job? Come drive for Dot Transportation. Dot offers full-time flexible schedules and gives you the option to not touch freight. Looking for a part-time gig? As a part-time Dot driver, you can drive when it works best for you and fits your family's busy schedule. Just let us know when you are available. Whether it's once a week or once a month, it's up to you. Drive for Dot and you'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and a company that roots for your success. Ready to join our team and sport the Dot Blue? Head to drivefordot.com or give us a call at 217-773-9463.
Steve Surratt back on the air on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Let's give you the starting lineups for today's game, brought to you by Dot Transportation. If you're looking for a full or a part-time driving job with flexible schedules, you need to talk to the Dot Transportation hiring team. Call them at 217-773-9463. That's 217-773-9463. With that, we'll start with the visiting Beardstown All-Star team. For them, leading off will be Fisher Alloway. He'll be playing catcher today. Ashton Guzman will be at first base and bat second. DeWade Gaffney will be shortstop and bat third. Tyson Little will bat in the 4 spot and pitch. Tucker Sarles will be in left field, hit 5th. Your 6th place hitter will be Cooper Fritz in right field. Your 7th place hitter, Caden Pilger. I understand he pitched a really good game last night for Beardstown to get them this far. He's going to play third base. Drew Meyer will be in center field, and your second baseman will be P.J. Swan. They only have one person on the bench today, Evan Brewer, on the bench. Over on the flip side for the Macomb All-Stars, it'll be T.J. Duffy. Well, let me go in fielding order because he'll be in the field. Eli Griffith will be on the mound. He pitched against Brown County in the very first game of this tournament and held us to, I'm going to get Hoots with a headset on, held us to just a couple of runs, didn't they?
Which one was that?
Griffin.
Yeah, what was it? 9-8 was the final.
9-8, but he came out earlier in the ball game. He pitched his limit in pitches, and game got close, I think, after he came out of the ball game.
Yep, I want to say it was probably 2 or 3 runs there. I know it was 4 because we scored 4 in the first. We got down 4-0, so we put 4 on him, and then the couple pitchers came in after that.
Sawyer Thomas will be your catcher. Your first baseman will be Ethan Osterman. Second baseman will be T.J. Duffy. Third baseman Owen Leinbach. Shortstop will be Aiden Seward. In left field will be Riker Allensworth. Your center fielder will be Bryden Bader. And then in right field will be Gavin Livermore. And that's your starting lineups, brought to you by Dot Transportation. If you're looking for a full or a part-time driving job with a flexible schedule, call the Dot Transportation hiring team at 217-773-9463. We're about 12 minutes away, Hooter, so we're going to go ahead and go into the Country Financial Keys to the Game, brought to you by Larry Grady and Jacob Giesler, your country agents here in Mount Sterling. 109 West North Street, Mount Sterling. Give them a call at 217-773-3591. You can add to mine, but I have 3 that I use for softball, baseball. I don't care what level it is. Pitching, you can't walk people. Walks turn into runs. And on this level, that usually is for sure. And then from the fielding side, errors. Got to cut down on the errors because errors equal runs. And then particularly on this level, put the bat on the ball because you never know what's going to happen. Those are my 3 keys. You got anything to add to that?
No, I just would like to, on the pitching side of it, obviously you got to throw strikes. There's no defense for a walk. You got to stay out of the big inning. So far, I think if you look at every one of these games, there's a big inning. They either let a team back in it or finish off a game. And as the hitting team, you just got to put the ball in play. You got to put the bat on the ball, make somebody make a mistake, and you never know what happens because, if you swing and miss, only one person's got to beat you at this level because there's no drop third strike.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing about it is we have seen it here. You put the ball in play, particularly on 9 and 10s, or even 11 and 12s, you don't know what's going to happen.
No, you don't.
Because they either miss the ball outright or it comes off the glove wrong or they haven't played it correctly or make a bad throw or the person on the other end can't make the catch. There's just so many mechanical things in baseball that can go wrong if you put the ball in play.
Yeah, and that's one thing I preach a lot to my boys is, if you put the ball on the ground, somebody's got to field the ball and throw it. If you hit in the air, all you got to do is catch it. That's two things that could go wrong. In baseball, you want to add as many variables as possible for somebody to mess it up.
Yep. And so with that, we've done the keys to the game and our starting lineup. You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show brought to you by the Comfort Man of Scranton Heating and Cooling. Give them a call, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com. We're going to take a station break. We're not going to be too far away from the national anthem, so it might be a fairly long break. You're listening to BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Casting, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com and get it shipped directly to your front door.
Thinking about replacing a furnace or building a home? Confused by the options? Contact the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling about GeoComfort geothermal systems. Harness the energy stored in the earth to provide your heating and cooling. Geothermal is extremely efficient, safe, and environmentally friendly. It can save you up to 70% on your heating and cooling bills. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 to discover the best option for your home.
KLC Inc. has moved to their new location at 509 Pittsfield Road, next to Casting Lumber in the former Flynn Grocery location. They are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of almost anything. They strive to make the customer number one and get the customer the professional results that they are looking for. Stop by their new showroom at 509 Pittsfield Road or call them at 217-773-9090. KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on BC Hornet Sports. We got 9 and 10-year-old Little League Championship Baseball between Macomb and Beardstown today. If Macomb wins, we're done, Jared. If Beardstown comes back out of the losers bracket and wins, we got to come back tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night, and if Macomb wins, we're hosting the sub-state. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week, we'll be right back here in Mount Sterling for this age group.
Okay, and so we might have some broadcasting here. I know our 11 and 12-year-olds are headed south.
Yep.
And that's why we're trying to get people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Not our Facebook page, to our YouTube channel. If you go to BC Hornet Sports on YouTube, right below the game you're looking at today, if you're watching, there's a little button that says subscribe. If you have already subscribed, it says subscribed. And so we need you to do that. Coming into before this game, we were 15 people short of 1,000. What that does is does some things with YouTube and us, but one of the big things is it allows us to take a phone and go to YouTube Studio and hit live and broadcast from that. And so minimally, like to Albany, we could send a phone down there and somebody could push the button. We could put the phone up on the bracket. At least we would have a video feed from down there. But I know we've got some people that if we go to state are interested in broadcasting that state ball games. And you say sub-states here, we might be able to do some of those games next week. I don't know.
We got the
Junior League tomorrow will be our preference because of Brown County playing in that, just two teams. And to start for Beardstown is Alloway. First pitch is behind him, so that's a ball one. Fisher Alloway, he's pitched in this tournament, done a pretty good job from the mound, Jared.
Yeah, he's also their catcher a lot of times when he's not pitching. And at this level, you usually put one of your best two athletes at pitcher and catcher, and obviously he's one of the best in the leadoff box, too, batting left-handed.
Ball 2, 0-2 the count. Or I should say 2-0. I'm going to be backwards here for a minute. Left-handed Alloway. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it is Eli Griffin on the mound. So you've got a battery of Griffin and Thomas. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a strike. Makes it a 2-2 count. Next pitch. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3 and the first strikeout of the ball game here at the top of the first. Beardstown, of course, the away team. Macomb, the home team.
Number 7,
Ashton Guzman, the number 2 hitter. Dwade Gaffney, the shortstop, on deck. Next pitch. Fouled off, strike 1 up there, Hacking.
Yeah, you like to see that early, get up there to get that, obviously you say first pitch fastball, but in this league you're probably going to see nothing but fastballs. Up there early and aggressive, that's what you like to see as a coach. The kid's ready to swing it.
Well, and a Beardstown coach has had a game and a half where they weren't swinging the bats.
Yep.
And so
they've kind of gone hot and cold just depending on the day. They can look, really good, and then they can look not so good sometimes.
Foul to the right side. The first baseman can't get to that. That's going to make it 0-2. Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, a lot of it's confidence. If everything's going your way, it's a lot easier to play loose and play with that passion. But if things aren't going your way, it's a little harder to come back from.
And it was a big win for them last night against Tri-County because Tri-County is the team that put them in the losers bracket. And another strikeout, so that's 2 strikeouts in this ball game.
Yeah, Macomb's pitchers all tournament so far has done a really good job throwing strikes, and that's really what's kept them, in the lead a lot. Their pitchers are just pounding that strike zone with first pitch strikes.
DeWade Gaffney up, Tyson Little on deck. Gaffney's been solid at the shortstop position for the Beardstown team. Fouled off back, first pitch. That's going to be strike 1.
Yeah, he's a good-looking athlete for Beardstown. Got a lot of speed, just the way he carries himself. A nice athletic 10-year-old.
Yeah. And I don't know about Beardstown, but I know that Macomb's got probably 2 10-year-olds and 3 8-year-olds.
I think Macomb has 3 10-year-olds. The rest are 9 with 2 8-year-olds, and I think Beardstown only has 2 9-year-olds, if I remember correctly.
And the pitch. Strike called. Makes it 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Behind his head, that's a ball. A little key for youngsters there, when you duck that ball, drop the bat.
Yeah, bring the bat with you.
We've seen it here once or twice in this tournament.
See it at the high school level, you see it all over the place.
Swing and a miss. That's going to be 3 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we head to the bottom of the first. It's no score.
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paint dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Hey, this is Lance Grady with L. Grady Realty, Brown County's premier residential and commercial real estate brokerage. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or rent, we would love to work with you. You can check us out on the internet at www.lgradyrealty.com, find us on Facebook, or call or text me personally anytime at 217-491-0812. L. Grady Realty, local brokers, local office, local expertise. We are Brown County's leading residential real estate brokerage.
Stay Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you. Nothing score, bottom of the first, and it'll be Macomb up to bat. That'll be T.J. Duffy, Eli Griffin, and Owen Leinbach. Your Yingling in this in first three. Swing and a miss for a strike. I'd like to see that first ball strike all day from both sides. Ball low.
The last time Little was on the mound, he threw against us, I believe, and he was really good on the first pitch strike. He had a nice, efficient pitch count. Got up. Mound presence was really good.
Little and Alloway, your battery. Strike as Barry Ware's behind the plate today. That'll make it a 1-2 count. I believe 2 umpires today. Sean Volk and him and a strikeout. We've had four strikeouts in this ball game already.
Yep.
Eli Griffith at the bat, the pitcher for Macomb. Here's the pitch by Little. Swing, and I believe that was fouled off for strike one. Little works from the windup. We've seen lots of youngsters that use the stretch. Ground ball right back to Little. Throws over to first to Guzman, and that's 1-3 on the out. And he finished up perfect position to field that ball.
Yeah, Beardstown struggled a little bit, believe it or not, with those, we call those PFP, pitchers fielding practices this week. In some of the games, they've kind of let a few of them fly down that first base line. Little did a good job getting his feet underneath him and making a nice, easy throw over there.
And usually that's the case. They'll make the great play, and then the throw becomes an issue.
It's either that 1 second I relax or I don't realize I'm that close and throw it 3 times too hard.
Two balls, no strikes on the batter, Leinbach. Owen Leinbach. Pitch. Strike called. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner.
I don't think you can hit that one with my rake. I used the rake to field with today.
No, I don't think so. It's a little wide. Strike called, and that'll be 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no men left on base as we head to the top of the second. It's 0-0 on the Cass Communications scoreboard.
Country Financial is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction in home insurance by J.D. Power. And who better to tell you all about it than me, Diana Ross.
Than me, Willie Nelson.
Than me, Dwayne Johnson.
Because at Country Financial, they don't invest in mascots or movie stars.
They invest in people.
It just goes to show, when you put real, everyday people first,
you come in first.
You come in first.
You come in first.
Experience why Country Financial is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction for home insurance by J.D. Power.
Call your local Country Financial representatives, Jacob Giesler and Larry Grady, today at 217-773-3591.
Hi, I'm Heather Henry, owner and instructor at Heather's Tumble and Tap in Mount Sterling, where we have been teaching dance to the children of Brown County and the surrounding areas since 1995. We offer classes in tap, jazz palms, tumbling, and offer an all-boys tumbling class for all those future Hornet athletes. At Heather's Tumble and Tap, we focus on fun, friends, and the fundamentals of dance in a non-competitive atmosphere. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on upcoming classes and events. Go Hornets!
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. 9 and 10-year-old Little League Championship action today for you as we head to the top of the second inning. It's 0-0 on the scoreboard. And the first three batters brought to you by Yingling Innocent Agency. We're located 111 West Washington and Mount Sterling. Give them a call, 773-3397, or on the web at ynagency.com. It'll be Tyson Little, the pitcher, Tucker Sarles, and Cooper Fritz. Left-handed Little steps in. If I remember right, this kid's got a pretty good bat, Jared.
Yeah, he went 3 for 3 against us. He had a nice tournament so far. After Beardstown lost that first game, been real aggressive at the plate and has done a good job on the mound for him. Also plays a little first base.
Left-hander fouls the first pitch off. They'll get it back in. Beautiful sunshiny day. We had one yesterday. We've got one today. That sure beats what we had last week.
Yep, beautiful weather, beautiful baseball.
Ball hit to center field. That's going to get over the center fielder's head. That's going to roll to the warning track. Center fielder gets to it. Little's around second base. He's going to head to third. Throw over to third. Throw is there and late. And that's a triple. And, man, that kid didn't stop running there at all, Jared.
No, I mean, that's what you want. You want to run hard out of the box and ended up all the way to third base, and actually McComb did a good job of getting the ball back in. A nice relay, was just a little late, but good scoring opportunity for Beardstown here.
Tucker Sarles, duck on the pond here at third base. 60 feet away, no outs.
I know if
first pitch strike.
If old Tucker doesn't put the ball on the ground on the right side, Grandpa might be kind of upset with him here. Robin Lewis is Grandpa.
And the pitch popped up. This shortstop, that's going to be Seward. He makes the catch for the out. That's the one thing you didn't want to see.
Yeah. And the bases are kind of smaller in Little League, where on the ground doesn't necessarily equates to a run, but, you know, it always helps there.
Next batter is Cooper Fritz. Ball low. Runner decides to stay. One on the count, or 1-0, I should say. Next pitch was a ball, 2-0. So used to the pitcher being ahead in the count.
Yeah.
Stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's kind of like doing Brown County football. I'm so used to saying Brown County 14, Central 7. And when we're behind in a ball game, it's really tough for me because I'll give the backwards of what you should give on the score. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Stretch by Griffin. Pitch. That's going to be low. Going to make it a full count. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Ball inside. Ball 4, first walk given up today by either team. So far, Griffin's got 3 strikeouts and 1 base on balls. Caden Pilger, he pitched a good ball game for Beardstown last night, I understand. Ball gets away from the catcher. The runner goes down to second base. Down at third base, that's Tyson Little. He led off with a triple. Down at second, that's Fritz. He got on a base on balls. The stretch by Griffith.
Just watching the Pilger kid bat here. He's got a funky grip on that bat. His top hand is really in a weird spot from where I'm at.
It's like it's cocked more toward the front.
Yeah, it's just in a weird position from up here in our vantage point. Something you don't catch when you're down there on the field. But
And he's moving both hands as the pitch comes.
But
strike
like
call.
Every major leaguer, everybody bats different. There's not one stance that's the same.
And you go back, and guys will get into a slump, and they go back, and it's because they've developed a new habit or something. Base on balls. That's going to load bases up, Jared. That's the one thing you do not want is those 2 walks after a triple.
No. Kind of knocked him off his rhythm a little bit. He needs to get back on the mound, take a couple deep breaths, you know.
8th place hitter would be Drew Meyer, the center fielder.
Coach is going to come out, calm him
Coach
down.
Osterman's going to come out. We'll take a station break. You're listening to BC Hornet Sports. No score.
Looking for a place to gather?
Meet me at the library.
Need free access to computers and Wi-Fi?
Meet me at the library.
What about a resource for schools and students?
Meet me at the library.
How about a space designed just for kids?
Meet me at the library.
Where can all of Brown County go for books, history, entertainment, and community?
Well, meet me at the library.
Meet me at the library.
Meet me at the library.
No matter who wins today, you can be on the winning team. Discover a job where your pay, job security, and safety are our top priorities. At DOT, our material handlers and drivers earn some of the best money in the market. Plus, we top that off with goal-based pay opportunities, profit sharing, vacation time, 401k matching, and more. Make your fantasy team a reality. Join DOT today.
Ball, fair ball. That's going to score at least 1, if not 2. As Meyer gets a hold of that ball, it's going to be first and second with 2 runners crossing the plate. And 2 RBIs for young Drew Meyer there in the 8th spot. Will be P.J. Swan coming up.
It's a big hit from your number 8 hole hitter. You have the bases loaded, and he couldn't paint that ball better on that foul line that he hit down there.
Absolutely not.
That's what you want out of your bottom half of the lineup, and scoring runs.
Taking a little bit of time here. 2-0 on that Cass Communication scoreboard. And the pitch. Look like a ball, Jared?
Yep, ball outside. Outside, 1-0 the count here to the number 9 hitter, P.J. Swan, playing second base for Beardstown. And the pitch coming. Swing and a miss to run the count to 1-1.
Bats from the right-hand side. The difference here is Griffin actually pitches out of stretch position.
Yeah, you usually do that with younger kids because they're all lined up. A lot of it's rhythm with their feet off the wind-up. It's a lot easier to pitch off the stretch because less things can go wrong.
Yeah, we talked about that the other night. It's a mechanical thing.
Yeah.
Some kids are mature enough to work out of a wind-up, and some kids are not. The stretch and the pitch. Strike called. That'll make it a full count, I believe.
Yep, and as a young pitcher, he's doing about everything he can out there. He's taking his deep breaths. He's slowing himself down. He's doing a good job trying to get it back under control. Big out here with the 9-hitter.
Stretch and the pitch. Ball low. It's going to be ball 4. Third walk of this inning. That's going to load the bases up again, Jared. And opportunity comes up. Top of your order. Fisher Alloway comes up. Top of your order here is all 3 struck out in the first inning. So
yeah, they did a good job turning the lineup here over to the 1-hitter and see what can happen. Second look at this kid.
Ball inside.
You see some body language out there by the pitcher right now, starting to get a little frustrated. Probably a little warmer than he's used to also.
Two balls, no strikes. The question becomes, how far can you go? And as I hope both coaches will be looking at their pitching because tomorrow's going to come. Ooh. And let's see, you got to stay under 20 pitches to be eligible to pitch tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah, 20. And then it's, I guess it doesn't really matter after you reach that limit. But really, that's more on Beardstown than Macomb because Macomb's kind of playing with house money because they have the extra game.
Base on balls, that's going to walk a run in. Now here's a technical question for you. Does a walk count as an RBI?
Yes.
You know what? I have never done that before.
Yep. So doesn't hit by pitch.
Okay. All right. Got Meyer at third, Swan at second, Alloway at first, and Osterman's going to come out and talk to his pitcher again. With that, we'll take a station break. We'll be back after these messages.
Napa know-how.
Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McKay Napa Auto Parts store. We have a deal that you cannot pass up. Buy a Napa bucket for $2.99 and get 20% off on 3 or more items that you can fit in that bucket. Details at the store. Also, mail-in rebate, $20 mail-in rebate for the Napa Legend battery. You can't believe this stuff. Deals are great. Also, on sale, oil, Napa Full Synthetic Oil, $18.99 per 5-quart jug. Get the good stuff at Napa Know-How.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. And I should have updated my scoreboard, Jared, while we're out there. It is a 3-0 ball game, I believe.
Yep, 3-0 in top of the second.
Top of the second inning. First pitch, swing and a miss.
Guzman's up the plate now, playing first base for Beardstown.
And the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Nice play there by the second baseman, Duffy. And he gets a force out at second, but they get a run across the plate, I believe.
Yes, they did. That was a fine play by that second baseman. Knew he had the short out there at second, and the shortstop was covered, and then the shortstop wisely didn't throw it to first. Check that runner.
And that's a fielder's choice. No RBI on that, right?
Depends.
Depends on the score. You could call it a sacrifice, I guess.
You could call it a sacrifice, yes.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll give the young man an RBI on that.
And the first pitch is fouled off by Gaffney.
He will be the ninth hitter in this inning, and if he gets on, scorebook gets screwed up in the second inning, Hooter.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. You got to avoid the big inning, and here's Beardstown's big inning.
Swing and a miss.
Right now it looks like Gaffney's just trying way too hard. He just needs to relax and let that ball come to him. He's really reaching out, trying to come up with that big hit, and he just needs to relax a little bit.
I'll let you call this.
And the pitch is low and outside, taking for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gaffney. Linebuck's now your pitcher, runner at third and second with 2 outs here. Pitch by Linebuck is fouled straight back again. I had Gaffney reaching out over the plate, but that's been the low outside pitch has been a staple all weekend or week or 2 weeks, however long we've been here.
Seems like an eternity.
It seems like it is, yes, I agree.
For those of you that worked on the field, I mean, it seems like you have lived here.
Yeah. But we
swing and a miss and a strikeout. Gaffney not happy with himself. And my score sheet stays good, but not before 4 runs. I gotta look here. 2 hits, no errors, and two left on base. As we head to the bottom of the second, it's Beardstown 4 and Macomb nothing and coming to bat. We'll be back after these messages.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you as we head to the bottom of the second. It's Beardstown 4, nothing for Macomb. First three batters brought to you by Yingling Innocent Agency, Allensworth, Osterman, and Livermore.
It's huge for Little here to get his team back in the dugout as quick as possible after that big inning for Beardstown.
The wind on the 0-1 pitch popped up. Second baseman Swan's back there, makes the catch. And that's a quick out there on 2 pitches.
Yep, that's exactly what I need. That's a good start.
Osterman comes up. Osterman is playing first base today. Bats from the left-hand side. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fouled off, strike 1. The wind and the pitch. Called a strike. I'd much rather have that pitch called than the outside pitch. Too far outside.
That low outside, it's just hard to hit. It's not even appetizing.
Slaps the ball to Gaffney. It's short. He throws over to Guzman. 6-3 on the out. Textbook play there. And to tell you what, Little is not throwing a lot of pitches in this ball game either.
No, I mean, like I said, when he played against us, he was very, very proficient. He was throwing strikes. We were putting the ball in play. They were making the plays.
Livermore up to bat with Boehner on deck. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. And he's throwing consistent strikes, and so the batters are going up swinging.
Yep.
And the thing I like with him, he'll get the ball back, goes and stands on the rubber. He's ready to pitch.
Yep. And that's what you want to see at any level. You don't like to play defense behind human rain delays. They take forever, and you lose concentration, and you don't think you're ever going to get a baseball. But
well, and the guy that's going for his landscaping degree on the mound.
Yes, that too.
That was a strike, going to make it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Livermore. Pitch. Ooh. Outside.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, because he's been calling that a strike. The wind and the pitch.
That one's tough to take, too. Not missing by much, I don't think.
And I'm trying to think. Does Little try to throw a little bit of curveball?
No, it's just his arm action. It really is. Yeah, he's it looks like he twists his wrist. It's a funky action coming out of his hand. That's why some people struggle with it, like they struggle with handling Nick Hendeker as he's walking by me right now.
There's a lot of people that have that last problem that you're talking about. But you notice none of them are women.
No. He's just kind of got a funky release when he throws. He kind of snaps it down. It's hard a little bit to pick up on.
Ground ball to Gaffney is short. He does a quick toss, but it's a low throw over to second base. That's going to be an error on the shortstop on the toss, and the runner's going to end up at second base and second and third. And Hoots, just like we talked about, anything can happen when you put that ball in play, and all of a sudden with 2 outs, we got second and third base.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to, if you think about the last inning, Gaffney struck out, and in the first play of this inning, he made a nice play, but if you watched his reaction, he had his hands on his head after a good play.
Mm-hmm.
So in those moments, you have to be locked in and just forget things. We tell kids to leave it in the dugout, and you can tell by his body language right now, he's walking around frustrated again. He's got to lock it back in and just make the next play.
Well, and there are those cases. I think he made the wrong decision, and he'll learn from that. If he goes back and watches the video, he was going away from second base, and to turn and make that underhand toss, it's easier to pick that ball up square and fire over to first base with a good, solid throw. And Sawyer Thomas, the batter. First pitch for him is
I got a dead ball. I think that hit him in the head. I think it should be a dead ball. It hit him in the head.
Hit him in the bat, or hit the bat.
Oh, boy.
I think he's calling it the bat.
I'd have to disagree with that one, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah,
coach is disagreeing there that hit his head. And they're going to have a conference. If I know Barry Weir and Sean Volk, they'll at least have a conversation about it.
Yeah. And you can go back and watch it on bchornetsports.com and hit that subscribe button to get us those 15 people after you go back and watch it.
Yeah, you can tell us. Tell you what we haven't done for a while. I'll give my phone number out here, 217-740-9234. 217-740-9234. And tell us who you're rooting for and where you're rooting from.
Yep.
We'd like to know. And they talked to each other and said, apparently not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it hit the top of his head. But that's why I'm up here and not getting paid the big bucks to umpire, I guess. I don't know.
Here's the wind by Little in the pitch. Ball outside. Makes it a 1-1.
I got nothing.
No, neither do I. The pitch, ground ball. First baseman has that. Yep. That's Guzman. He makes a great play over there unassisted. 3 unassisted. So, no runs on no hits. 2 left on base. No errors, or I should say 1 error, and 2 left on bases. We head to the top of the third. It's Beardstown 4 and Macomb nothing in Little League Baseball.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
Are you a CDL holder looking for an extra income or a change of pace? Do you drive a tractor or pull a trailer in your current job? Come drive for Dot Transportation. Dot offers full-time flexible schedules and gives you the option to not touch freight. Looking for a part-time gig? As a part-time Dot driver, you can drive when it works best for you and fits your family's busy schedule. Just let us know when you are available. Whether it's once a week or once a month, it's up to you. Drive for Dot and you'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and a company that roots for your success. Ready to join our team and sport the Dot Blue? Head to drivefordot.com or give us a call at 217-773-9463.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on BC Hornet Sports as we head to the top of the third inning. It's Beardstown 4 and Macomb nothing. Macomb had an opportunity there with 2 outs and couldn't take advantage of it. And, you know, good pitching again by Little. I don't know how many pitches he's got in this ball game, but he's pretty low.
I'd say it's around 30 or 40. I haven't looked up there to see where it's at, but he's done, like I said, he's efficient. You know, I mean, that's a big thing. He's been efficient.
Back in is Leinbach for Macomb, I believe. Yep. Still pitching. And they're getting ready to take her down to second base, and we'll be ready to play here.
Yeah, and Tyson Little is leading off, and he got that Beardstown offense sparked with that leadoff triple in the last inning, so he gets to do the honors again in this inning.
Yingling and Nissen first three, brought to you by Yingling and Nissen Agency, 111 West Washington and Mount Sterling. Give them a call at 217-773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. Will be Tyson Little, Tucker Sarles, and Cooper Fritz. Last time up, triple by Tyson Little. Left-handed hitter hit it to the warning track. Ball outside. He kind of watched that one all the way in.
He did. He's really confident. If you just watch his body language right now, he's feeling real confident. Every movement is a positive movement, engaged in the game, and that's what you want your hitters and your pitchers to be.
And he's moving into the ball. He's ready to swing at anything. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down the third baseline, and it's foul. That'll take it to a 2-1 count. Things you don't want to see is the ball running around when you're trying to throw it back to the pitcher.
And they about did it again. Yeah, you don't want to make that pitcher work any extra. Like I said, a little warmer today than it has been this past week, so you don't want to make that pitcher work at all.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. That'll be past Duffy on that. That's good. Did you call that an error?
Yes, I call that an error. That's one that you need to field. I don't know. I don't think Duffy is. I think that's number 18. That's Line more out there at second base now when they made that change. I don't have all the positions, but I think when he turned around, that wasn't Duffy.
We'll take a look here. Gerliski. It's Gerliski at second base. That ball's hit. Nobody gets that out. It looked like a clean base hit, wasn't it? So
no, that was a fly ball out to center field there.
Oh, okay.
Center fielder number 4 makes the catch. That's Griffith is now out in center field. He made the catch for McComb.
Okay, Griffith is in center.
Yep.
And I got to flip my sheet over here. Karlinski at second base.
Got a new hitter here, maybe.
Gonna get Brewer in the ball game. He'll bat for
Fritz.
For Fritz.
In the 6 hole.
Evan Brewer getting his turn at bat.
And Beardstown's going with the 10-man roster tonight.
Here's the pitch. Strike called. Now, with 11 and with 10, you lose a base coach, right?
Yeah.
You got to have a.
Yeah.
What are your ball players on?
You got to play 6 consecutive outs in the field and get 1 at bat.
Okay.
With that, for 11 and 12. If you play with 13, like Macomb is choosing to do, you have 3 coaches. The only stipulation is every kid must get at bat. They do not have to play the field.
Yep. Brown County did use the 13 a few years back and used it efficiently. And it had a roster where they had 4 guys that were good in the field and 4 guys that were excellent with the bat. You basically had a designated hitter for 4 players.
Yeah, you kind of got to take that in consideration when you're constructing this lineup to see how it works best. You know, it's a different style of coaching in my eyes. I guess the one thing that kind of hampers you, if one kid starts having a bad game and 2 guys are locked into the same position, you can't take him out.
Yeah.
Which kind of hampers you as a coach with those rules, but you know, they're different depending on what your philosophy is and how you build your roster.
Popped up. It's going to be the left side. That's going to be in foul territory, and nobody gets to it. That'll make it a 2-2 count.
Brewer got all the good part of the bat on that one. He popped that one up almost over the fence by the scoreboard there.
Yeah, just way out in front of it. It's like I saw a great big orange there and went out too quick. Or for me, that'd be a good, 16-ounce steak, you know.
Yeah.
I'm jumping up from the table at that point.
Or when Texas Roadhouse brings you more rolls.
Yes.
It's a good night.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Brewer strikes out. That'll bring up Caden Pilger, third baseman. Last time he was up, he got a base on balls.
Now batting, Caden Pilger.
Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Pilger.
And this is his 19th pitch here, so if he throws.
Got a strike. I think he's going to go in and go over the limit. Maybe this might be, there's two kids going to be gone.
Unless they called threshold there. There's always that threshold in there.
Okay.
If he said threshold, he'd be okay. Just missed.
Okay, that's going to make it a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stretch. Here's the pitch. That was better than some of the ones that.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm just saying.
I'm refraining from that comment.
This was a little higher off the ground.
Oh no, he barely missing there.
Fouled off. Wow, that went off.
I know a lot of our high school umpires around here give you that strike, and I'm glad they give you that strike because that's where we're going to pitch.
Well, and that's it. I don't care what level line you tell the kids, whatever's being called a strike is what you're swinging at today.
Oh, we leaned into that one.
Yep. Did that go off the bat?
No, that went off his front elbow, but I don't know. I think he kind of leaned into that one. If I was out there, I might have
didn't
have something to say about that.
Make any attempt to get out of the way out of that at all, did he?
Almost he went forward into it. The old curveball, lean into it there. But once again, it's a base runner though.
Okay.
New pitcher.
New pitcher. Let's see who they're going to put in there. Well, we're going to take a break while they're making that decision. You're listening to BC Hornet Sports, 4-2, Beardstown over Macomb.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Looking for a place to gather?
Meet me at the library.
Need free access to computers and Wi-Fi?
Meet me at the library.
What about a resource for schools and students?
Meet me at the library.
How about a space designed just for kids?
Meet me at the library.
Where can all of Brown County go for books, history, entertainment, and community?
Well, meet me at the library.
Meet me at the library.
Meet me at the library.
KLC Inc. has moved to their new location at 509 Pittsfield Road, next to Casting Lumber in the former Flynn Grocery location. They are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of almost anything. They strive to make the customer number one and get the customer the professional results that they are looking for. Stop by their new showroom at 509 Pittsfield Road or call them at 217-773-9090. KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on the broadcast today on BC Hornet Sports. Got a change of pitchers, and in is Bryden Bainter. He was started the game in center field, and I don't know where he came from on that. He came from right because he came from the outfield someplace. So Drew Meyer up to bat. Drew Meyer so far in this ball game, he got a base hit and 2 RBIs in that last inning. Runner at first base, 2 outs. I should say runner at first and second. Got Little down at second base. Pilger down at first. Meyer. The pitch. Fouled that one off. Going to make it a 1-1 count. If it comes down to a championship game tomorrow, we'll have the junior game for you, and we'll give you the scores intermittently. It'll be Beardstown playing in that one also, so I know the Beardstown fans will already be watching that junior game next door, but we got a commitment to our Brown County squad over here, round robin, best 2 out of 3.
Yep. Yeah, Beardstown's got a lot going on at their field, too. I think they're hosting the state tournament right now, I think, for 11 and 12 girls. And then I think their girls are playing in the championship game today. And I believe the 9 and 10-year-old girls, this level is going on over there right now, too. So they got a lot of stuff going on right now between the two towns.
2-2 pitch. Ball.
Yep.
Full count.
The right arm quit working, I think.
Full count on Drew Meyer. The pitch. Ball hit the plate. Everybody moves up a base.
This is kind of danger time for Macomb. You got 2 outs, 4-0 game. You're still within reach, technical, with 1 batter and the bases loaded. So this is a big batter here, 9-hole hitter up. See if Mr. Boehner can work his way out of it here.
Need to get the out and get out of this inning. The pitch. Ball low, gets away from the catcher. Little stays at third base. If there's anybody coming home, it's going to probably be him.
Yeah, pretty athletic. Him and Gaffney are probably the 2 best athletes, I'd say, on the Beardstown squad from what I've seen anyway, as far as pure athleticism.
Swan. He had a base on balls last at bat. Ground ball to the shortstop. Gets past the shortstop's Seward. And that's going to be an error on him. And 1 run. I guess I would call that an error.
Yep.
He slapped at that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know if it took a funky hop on him or what, but.
So that's going to score Tyson Little and move everybody up. Pilger at third, Meyer at second, and Swan making it a 5-0 Cass Communications scoreboard.
Now batting, Fisher.
The lineup flip back over for Beardstown now. We got the top of the order, Fisher, Alloway. The catcher is leading off here, or comes up to bat with 2 outs, bases loaded. First pitch is a ball that gets by the catcher. No play at the plate. Pilger stays at third.
Beautiful sunshiny day, and something that I love seeing, tents up in the outfield, people in the back of trucks watching, tents.
Yeah, we've had very good crowds here, despite the weather. Even on a beautiful day like today, there's still a big crowd, and with the weather being as, I guess, crazy as it has been the past week, we've had some really good crowds.
And usually in center field, if they're here, is the Beardstown contingent, because I think most of the people out in center field, I think, are Beardstown people.
Oh, yeah. That's hard to tell today with all the orange going on, but, yes, I believe that is.
Swing and a miss. Makes it a 1-2 count. Left-handed hitting Alloway. He has an RBI, got on base 1 time, struck out once. Swing and a miss, and strikes out the 2nd time in this ball game in the 3rd. That'll end the 3rd inning, but not before 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Beardstown 5 and Macomb nothing. We'll be back.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE-certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on the broadcast today. Little League Baseball, 9 and 10-year-old action. What, did I do something funny or something else funny?
I'm just laughing at some of the communication that goes on up here in the old crow's nest.
First pitch hit down the third baseline. That's going to be a base hit. That was about 6 inches fair. Slide into second. He's under the tag. Mistake there. And again, we're in teaching moment here, even in the broadcast. When you get that ball that early, set it on the bag where he's got to slide into the bag, right, Jared?
Yep. You just got to put it down there. That's where he's coming in. You know, I think you kind of didn't expect him going for 2 in that situation. But yeah, you got to put that thing on the ground and where they're sliding to.
And so a base hit. And I'm looking, trying to.
Easton Karlinski is up to bat right now.
Okay.
Probably is one of their substitutes that came in. You got to bat everybody if you're playing 13.
Karlinski in that number 1 spot for TJ Duffy. 1 ball, 1 strike, swing and a miss, makes it 1-2.
It's the angle that he goes.
Some people have a natural. We're having side discussions up here that don't get on the air.
Yeah.
But some people just have a natural tail off on their ball.
Yeah, you know, it's just it's weird because he's more of a 3/4 thrower, and the way he snaps his wrist down, it almost looks like he's throwing, you know, I guess equate it to your Andrew Miller of the Cardinals left hand. You come to the right-handed batter, he comes way outside of him before he delivers it to the plate.
And let's see, that's a strikeout. Yep, called strikeout on Karlinski. Yeah, I was more of a 3/4 thrower.
Yeah, you know, I think one of the coolest things they did, and man, it was last year. I can't remember what team it was, but they broke down all the relievers on a clock, and they showed all the different arm angles from the lefties and righties, and they covered the whole face of the clock of the different ways that each one of their guys throws, and it was crazy that nobody else in Major Leagues have that.
Ground ball, Gaffney bumbles the ball. And I think you almost got to give a base hit on that because the pitcher got a part of that ball, Gaffney, and the ball took off to the right of where he was expecting it.
Yeah, that's a base hit. You know, it's one of those things. It would have been better off if the pitcher didn't get a piece of that one. So it went straight to Gaffney. He probably could have shoveled to second for an out. But in that situation, it's not Gaffney's fault that the pitcher touched it. That's a tough play coming forward. Only play on that is the first base after you get that.
Ground ball, second baseman bobbles it. Reaches out, tries to tag the person, and they're saying double play as he gets that nice job out there by Swan as he tags Griffin, and then he throws over to first base.
Yeah, you know, that might be the play of the game right there, in that rally from McComb.
And so that'll be fielder's choice. 4, and then 4-3. All right, with that, we'll take a station break. It's still 5-0 with Beardstown coming up to bat here in the top half of the 4th inning. We'll be back.
Napa know-how.
Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McKay Napa Auto Parts store. That's right, that new Napa store in town. We have moved. Appreciate your business. You're supporting 224 employees that are family owned since 1937 in 24 small town communities just like Mount Sterling. We believe in heroes too. 2021 marks our 10th anniversary of participating in the Intrepid Fallen Heroes for our nation's service members who suffer from traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress. Stop by our store for a free hat with a $25 person. You'll make a $1 donation. We appreciate your business.
Mitsubishi ductless systems give you individual room control and allergen filtration with no ductwork, so you can be as comfortable as you want anywhere in your home. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling can help you design a Mitsubishi system for your new addition, remodeling project, your man cave, or she shed. Call Scranton Heating and Cooling today to come and evaluate the best options available to you. The Comfort Man, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com.
Banks are involved in every aspect of our daily lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like purchasing that new car, opening a small business, buying or building a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Bank with a partner you can trust and count on. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports as we head to the top half of the fourth inning. It is Beardstown 5 and coming to bat, and Macomb just can't get runs on the board, Jared.
Yeah, they seem like they just can't get going every time they get a couple guys on. Beardstown comes up with a huge play, which is a credit to them. You know, that was a monster play right there by that second baseman turning that double play when Macomb finally got some momentum. So that might be your play of their game right there.
Ashton Guzman, and then it'll be Dwayne Gaffney. Guzman has struck out. He hit a sacrifice, got an RBI, and Gaffney struck out twice, and then Tyson Little. First pitch was a ball. Next pitch, hit in front of the plate. That's going to be ball 2. Yeah, we have lots of side conversations going on up here. I'm, you know, having done baseball in the spring and part of the way through the summer, and now Little League, I'm ready for that football season.
Yeah,
but I got a feeling junior high baseball somewhere between here and there.
Yeah, I think junior high baseball, my guess, usually starts that last week of July. And then, you know, obviously we got camp this week, and then the 9th is the first day we start practice.
I think they're around one of the 10th days, and softball starts about a week ahead of them as far as that's concerned. But looking forward to football. It is my favorite. It was my first broadcasting. I love playing the game, and I love watching the game, calling the ball game. I don't care what it is. If it's football, I like it.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things it's one of those sports that, you know, like people always ask me what's my favorite, and I'd say that there's probably nothing that compares to a Friday night game compared to any of the sports. Now, obviously, there's stuff in baseball and basketball that I like, but it's just something about a Friday when you wake up and you go to breakfast. It's a whole lot different than any other sport.
Guzman up, and Guzman walked and Gaffney up. He's trying to get the ship right. There goes Guzman down to second base. I would agree with you. And people say, really? You seem mild-mannered. Well, it's like Superman.
Yeah.
When you put those pads on, you feel like Superman.
Yeah, you know, it's a whole different mentality. You know, some of our best players have been some of the nicest kids, but all of a sudden once they put that helmet on, the personality is a whole lot different. And, I mean, and even my personality changes when all of a sudden that ball is kicked off compared to, you know, how I'm, you know, somewhat mild-mannered. But all of a sudden if, you know, somebody goes after my player, I get a little fired up. I've had a flag or two.
Yep. Guzman goes to third base, so we got nobody out, 2 balls, no strikes on Gaffney, and a runner at third base already.
Yeah, it's kind of danger time for Macomb. Young Mr. Boehner here is kind of getting frustrated with himself here. Showing a lot of body language here on the mound. You know, you got Gaffney, which is a nice athlete, you know, in a 3-0 count, and you got Little, which has probably been the player of the game so far for Beardstown, waiting on deck.
Boehner goes out of that stretch position. Here's the pitch. Popped up. What are we talking about? Swinging on a 3-0 there, Hooter.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been watching too many major leaguers
well,
these days.
That's the new style, though. I mean, that's the all or nothing. 3-0 is supposed to get the best pitch and swing it. I don't know.
Well, and I don't disagree with that. If particularly on the major league level, where you're pretty good at making choices. Now down on 9 and 10-year-olds, I am not so sure. Ball low, he gets the walk anyhow. Ball gets away, runner comes in, he's safe. Base on balls. Runner scores. No RBI on that, is there? No, I didn't think so. That's a plain steal.
Yep.
And so we got 6 runs on the board for Beardstown. And again, you can see the frustration on Bainter as he takes his cap off. And
I know he's one of the young ones for Macomb being put in this situation. A lot of pressure first time. Maybe pitching in front of this many people and coming in the game being down. It's a learning experience like we talked about as these 8, 9, and 10-year-olds get into. And wouldn't be surprised here if Mr. Gaffney takes off for second here on a straight steal.
Little swings at the first pitch. He's had a triple and scored. Got on with an error by the second baseman and scored. And he's just a real threat.
Yep, he's definitely been probably the MVP of Beardstown so far, in my eyes anyway, from the games I've seen them play.
Here comes the pitch. Fouled off. How to make it 0-2. Now, and we talked on our Sports Open Line program about, kids playing multiple sports. I think that's so important, Ground ball to the first baseman. He makes a clean stop over there, and that'll be Guzman Macomb. That'll be Van Flyman over there. He makes a 3 unassisted, and that's Little's first out of the ball game. Tucker Sarles. He's popped up to the shortstop and popped up to the center fielder.
Yeah, Osterman's at first. Made that play.
Van Flyman went in for who?
Livermore. Yep. Sorrells has came up to bat. He has hit the ball hard twice, shortstop and center field.
We've seen a lot of good plays here, but I'm going to go back to the very first game here. Your son playing shortstop, going to his right, and I didn't think there was a prayer of him getting to the ball because I didn't expect the ball popped up in foul territory, out of play. It was between short and third, and I had pretty much given up on the fact that he was going to get to the ball, and he left his feet and made that catch. But we saw that double play here. Mm-hmm. We're seeing sparks of what we're going to see in the future from some of these kids.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's always fun to, like kids at this age just going out and diving for balls. I got the luxury of having 2 at home, and they always want to end with, can you hit me ones I can dive for? Which is good, and seeing kids having fun playing the game is what I enjoy. That kid making that nice play when somebody does a good job, just the energy that they bring, it's fun. There's always negative energy, but the fun that you see on these kids' faces when they do something is really why you coach. And really, as a coach, heck, this is, I don't know, I count 17, 18 years I've been doing this now, I can get old and boring, but, whenever they get excited, it gets me excited.
Absolutely. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch from Boehner. And ball 4. Sarles walks. That's going to put runners at first and third. Gaffney at third. Sarles at first. Going to bring up Evan Brewer. Going to take an at-bat here.
Yep. Brewer came in the game last inning. This should be his second at-bat. Came in for Fritz. Fritz is the third base coach right now.
Outside, that's going to be a ball. I know when I was teaching Aaron to catch, one of the things I love for him for catching, and you've got a catcher, son, and a lot of people don't do this, if they need to learn how to block the ball and the proper way to block the ball. You know, you look at catchers like Yachty, and a lot of these, they get their body in front of it. It goes off the glove into the chest, right out in front of them. And I don't know how many hundreds of pitches I stood from about 5 feet out because you know, they're in Little League. You don't want to throw it too hard. But get them in the right position and get them used to seeing that. And then on occasion, you just toss one into their mitt just to keep them honest.
Yeah, you know, I think one thing for us is, you know, I always tell people to start with the softer, you know, like a tennis ball or something like that, because you don't want to be chucking baseballs as hard as you can at the catchers because they're going to be scared. You know, I mean, kids, like everybody, it takes a while for them to do it, you know, so I always recommend doing some sort of softer ball or a tennis ball or something like that in that case.
Then the other thing you can do, also make sure you get those knee savers for your kid early to save on those knees, because they tend to crouch a little deeper when they're smaller, and that'll also keep them up too low from being too low on their haunches. You know,
one of the best things to do too is obviously take their glove away so they get used to not using that glove and blocking it off the chest. You know, once they become accustomed to that, and you know, I mean, that's why you have all that padding on. They're fixing
1-2 count.
Little field maintenance going on out there.
1-2 count on Brewer. Stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, going to make it a 2-2 count.
That's strike 3, I believe.
Strike 3, yeah, you're right. I'm backwards again. Runners at second and third, as Sorrells has moved down to second base while we were talking.
Yep, and Pilger's got a chance to bust this one wide open with 2 outs, or McComb can hang in there. Probably a lot's going to play on this batter right here.
He's got a base on balls and a hit by pitch. Scored once. Swing and a miss.
We thought that was you, Keaton.
Stretch in the pitch here. Ball. 0-2 or 1-1. 1-1.
It was a good job by Sawyer there, the catcher for McComb, blocking that one like we talked about. Sawyer Thomas.
Pitch. Had to skip that one. Runner Gaffney's coming home, and he's safe. And rounding is Sorrells. Runner over at third base is Sorrells. And a 2-1 count on Pilger. 2 balls, 1 strike.
7, right? That make it 7-0?
I think so. Let me see. 7-0, yes, Jared. That makes us correct there. Might as well leave that up there. We might need it again.
Yep.
Pitch. Outside.
3-1.
Not what you're looking for if you're the McComb coach right here. Stretch, and here's the pitch. Ball, right side, and a nice catch over there by Osterman. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. With that, 2 runs, no hits. Did I say an error? No errors.
No errors.
And 1 left on base as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Beardstown 7 or 6.
It should be 7.
Should be 7.
Yep.
And McComb nothing. We'll be back.
No matter who wins today, you can be on the winning team. Discover a job where your pay, job security, and safety are our top priorities. At DOT, our material handlers and drivers earn some of the best money in the market. Plus, we top that off with goal-based pay opportunities, profit sharing, vacation time, 401k matching, and more. Make your fantasy team a reality. Join DOT today.
KLC Inc. has moved to their new location at 509 Pittsfield Road, next to Casting Lumber in the former Flynn Grocery location. They are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of almost anything. They strive to make the customer number one and get the customer the professional results that they are looking for. Stop by their new showroom at 509 Pittsfield Road or call them at 217-773-9090. KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back there with you on the broadcast, and while we were gone, got a base hit to start out. Was that was Osterman?
Osterman's up now.
Allensworth got the base hit.
There's more error on the shortstop. But
oh, was it?
Yep.
Okay, an error on the shortstop. I want to make sure I'm. Osterman is grounded to the shortstop.
I think they called it a ball on that one. Yeah, ball one.
The wind and the pitch. Ball hit to the right side. First baseman throws to Gaffney at first. That's Guzman to Gaffney. That'll be fielder's choice. And 3-6 on the out. That'll put Osterman on first base, and it'll bring up Van Vlymen.
Uh-oh. We might have a change here.
He's been announced. He's got a bat.
Hey.
So we've got time out here as they make this change. I'm going to take a quick commercial break.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patients. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
Special pinch runner at first base will be Duffy, running for Allensworth at first base. Van Vlymen steps in from the right side. He's in the back of the box. I mean, he couldn't. I don't know if he can reach the outside corner of that plate.
I don't think so.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Throw down to second. Late.
Duffy on the steal. Yeah,
McComb trying to make some things happen here.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're going down without. Well, they're fighting. That's for sure. They're scratching and clawing, trying to put something together here.
Fouled off. Make 0-2 count. The pitch. Ball low. 1-2. Tell you what, Jared, I may have you take over because this is about my Sunday afternoon nap time after doing 2 church services. It's usually fill my belly and flop in the recliner, turn on the NASCAR race, watch the circle, go in circles, and hypnotize myself to sleep.
Yeah, you're over here yawning. You're starting to make me tired on this beautiful day. I don't know, my belly full of a Mike Boylan pork chop and sit up here. I might take a nap myself. I was going to go home and flop my butt on the couch and watch the Cardinals game, but I usually get too angry when I do that, so I don't know if I can.
Okay, what did Von Vlymen do there?
He got hit.
Hit by pitch?
He got hit, yep.
Okay. That brings up Boehner. First and second with one out. Boehner from the right-hand side. He's also in the back of the box, and he's a shorter person. Swing and a miss. He had to miss that by about 4 to 6 inches off the end of his bat. But it gets past the catcher, and both runners move up on us.
That's the best opportunity Macomb's had in a while with one out and runners at third and second here. They need to scratch a run across here.
Ground ball back up the middle. Gaffney with it, throws over to first. Ball gets away from the first baseman because it was a low throw, and that's going to be 2 runs. Runners going into third base. Ball gets passed again, and this is when a coach goes nuts.
Yeah, it's one of those frustrating things that unfortunately 9 and 10-year-old kids need to learn. It's sometimes better just to put the ball in your back pocket. I'm surprised that the Beardstown coach don't come out right now and just talk to him and say, hey, just calm down. We're winning by 5. The out's at first base. That run doesn't mean anything.
Going to bring up Sawyer Thomas to bat, and I'll get the scoreboard changed because we want Macomb people to understand they're on the board now. We're glad to see that. It's a 7-2 ball game. We want to see a good ball game. That's all we want to see.
Yeah, coming back to that, the young Mr. Boehner was frustrated on the mound, but he came up, put the ball in play, and good things happened.
Okay, let's see. Griffith is going to Owen Griffith.
I think he's the twin brother of Eli Griffith, if I remember correctly.
I kept making fun because it's Sawyer Thomas. The other day I just called him Thomas Sawyer.
Yeah.
Good old Tom Sawyer up to bat.
Oh.
His buddy Huckleberry Finn at first base.
Oh, 1 ball, no strikes here on Mr.
Owen Griffin.
Owen, yeah. Was that a strike?
Yeah, I called that a strike. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ball outside, gets away from the catcher. Here comes a runner from third base. Slides and is in. On ball 2, 2-1. That'll make that Cass Communication scoreboard read 7-3.
I think he called that a strike, actually. So it's
Did
1-2, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got 1-2 with 1 out here. Back to where 1 swing could tie it, theoretically. If we get
umpire wasn't ready. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on base now.
The pace has kind of grinded to a halt, hasn't it?
Well, you find that with 9 and 10-year-old games. Seems to move pretty good. Strikeout being strike 3. That'll be second out. It'll be Aiden Seward up. But, yeah, I've worked enough of these games now, Jared, to understand that the first 2 innings go really fast, and from there it's like they forgot to wind the monkey up.
Kind of like when you go to a Major League game, the first 5 innings go real fast, and after that, 14 pitching changes later.
Yeah. I was really surprised in Major League Baseball, as that was a ball, that they're taking away the 7-inning doubleheaders.
Yeah, have they officially voted on that in the shift and all that stuff now? I saw they put that
not sure. Ball hit back to the pitcher, throw over to first base, gets him. He 1-3 on Seward is an out, but not before 3 Macomb runs on, I'm looking here, no hits and nobody left on base. We'll be back after these messages. It's 7-3, Beardstown over Macomb.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Steve Surratt back with you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more, as Chad Yingling does his best imitation of Harry Carey, inviting people to get a hot dog. I'm probably, there's a few people up here, Chad, today that know who Harry Carey is, unlike my little intern who didn't know who Harry Carey was. She has a blessed life not knowing who Harry Carey is, or even caring who Harry Carey is. First batter is going to be number 8, Drew Meyer. Got a 7-3 ball game here. Top half of the 5th. We play 6. And a ball hit foul. That'll be strike 1. We were just discussing the fact that Chad Yingling doing his impression of Harry Carey to come for people to come get a hot dog, Jared.
Yeah.
And my intern doesn't know who Harry Carey is.
Yeah, well, you better.
She's too young.
You got to have like a quiz or something if they want to be an announcer from baseball facts and popular baseball people.
Yeah, because he falls into the Cub Cardinal trivia part there. He was pushing that ice cold Budweiser and turned around for an old style.
Yep.
Going to be a 3-1 count on Meyer.
Just depends on who writes the paychecks.
He's got two RBIs and a single, and then got a base on balls. Next pitch.
Been very
outside.
Very productive out of the 8-hole today for Beardstown. About said Tigers.
Yeah. Well, I tend to not do that, and part of my reason why I don't give mascots a lot of times is because I do junior high, I do little league, and it changes. And so you don't want to be saying Wolves when it's something else. Yep. So it's just easier to say Pleasant Hill.
Yep.
Plus, one of my things, here's a broadcasting 101. If you say the Wolves are playing the Tigers and the Tigers are up 2-1, around this area, which Tiger is that that's playing ball today?
Yeah. Which orange and black Tiger, too.
Yeah. I mean, you've got 3 or 4 that you can call on at that point. And so when you name it by the town, everybody knows, or by the school.
Yep.
The pitch. Ball high. 3 balls, no strikes. To the batter, P.J. Schwann. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 balls and 1 strike.
I got to use this, Jared. Dieterle would groan at this point. Looking for a Swan delivery here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Called that a strike. It's going to make it 3-2. Swan thought that he was delivering fish sticks on that one. Outside ball 4. Base on 2 base on balls. Runners at first and second. Top of the order, Fisher Alloway. He struck out, grounded into, or had a sacrifice, and struck out again.
I'm going to have a pitching change here.
Pitching change. With that, we'll take a station break. We'll be back after these messages.
The owners and staff of B&N Trucking would like to thank you for trusting them for the last 20 years. They're proud to continue to serve you with your trucking needs and exceptional customer service. Learn more at bnntrucking.net or call 217-289-3555. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
Looking for a place to gather?
Meet me at the library.
Need free access to computers and Wi-Fi?
Meet me at the library.
What about a resource for schools and students?
Meet me at the library.
How about a space designed just for kids?
Meet me at the library.
Where can all of Brown County go for books, history, entertainment, and community?
Well, meet me at the library.
Meet me at the library.
Meet me at the library.
Are you a CDL holder looking for an extra income or a change of pace? Do you drive a tractor or pull a trailer in your current job? Come drive for Dot Transportation. Dot offers full-time flexible schedules and gives you the option to not touch freight. Looking for a part-time gig? As a part-time Dot driver, you can drive when it works best for you and fits your family's busy schedule. Just let us know when you are available. Whether it's once a week or once a month, it's up to you. Drive for Dot and you'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and a company that roots for your success. Ready to join our team and sport the Dot Blue? Head to drivefordot.com or give us a call at 217-773-9463.
At Henry Auto.
We'll come back to Henry Automotive after we get going here. It looks like Owen Griffin is going to be the pitcher for Macomb. As Macomb came into this in the winners bracket, they're down 7-3. If they would lose today, they got to come back and they got to beat Beardstown tomorrow to win the championship. Beardstown's got one of the two teams going to win tomorrow, Jared.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things that you say, like I said, Macomb's playing with house money, so some of the decisions that their coach is making of who to throw and how many innings to throw, you know, I'd say in this situation you're not throwing your best. You're saving them for tomorrow because tomorrow's a winner-take-all game, you know, but it's going to be one of those things that if they can get out of this and put up a couple more runs, what do you do in the sixth?
Yeah. Fisher Alloway, the leadoff hitter, up as we announced prior to that break. Left-handed hitter. Swing and a strike. A little late decision there.
Yeah, you know, you're not got your timing down yet on this guy, so a little indecisive, I guess you'd say.
Ball, 1-1. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Way high. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. A pitch. 3-1. Macomb with just 6 more outs. Called that a strike, 3-2. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, foul. Stretch. Here's the pitch.
The old outside corner.
Okay. Strike 3 on Alloway. Ashton Guzman up, struck out in the first. In the second, hit a sacrifice, got an RBI. And in the fourth, got a base on balls. Pitch. Strike 1. Got 1 out here. Runners at first and second. Next pitch out of the stretch. From Owen Griffith, his first inning of work. 0-2. Stretch. Here's the pitch. Runners take off as a late stealer. The runner from second stole third in Meyer. Swan still over at first base. Ball hit into center field. That's going to be a base hit and an RBI. Throws into second base. That's late from the center fielder. An RBI single. That gives him 2 RBIs today on the day.
That was a nice, solid base hit right back up the middle. That was good, good barrel of the bat.
And a nice throw by the center fielder to get that ball back in a hurry, Jared, to possibly get that out. Makes it an 8-3 ball game. Guzman up. Gaffney, excuse me. Gaffney up. 2 strikeouts and a base on balls. He scored on the base on balls. Struggling today at the plate, struggling in the field, both.
Yeah, but the big thing is you look up and on the bright side for him, his team's up by 5 runs,
He can have an off day.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that you can just tell yourself right now. I'm not playing my best, but you know what? My team's picked me up. I can relax and go out there and get a base hit and get ready to go for the next game.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off, strike. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think the losers bracket team honestly has nothing to lose in a game like this. All the pressure to me is on the other team, and you can become too lazy about the fact that you got tomorrow coming.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a tough one as a coach because you know that you got tomorrow, but you want to end it today. You want to end that today. If you're Macomb, you don't want to go to tomorrow because then all of a sudden you had 2 games, you lose 2 in a row, and then the pressure mounts up.
Swing and a miss. That's going to make it a 1-2.
We got 2-2 on the board right now.
Is that what they got?
2-2.
Okay.
1 out. Second and third.
Here's the pitch. Ball high. Well, that was 3-2, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Like I said, we're
Ball
sleeping.
4. Bases loaded again.
For the person that Beardstown probably wants up, if you're going to pick somebody to come up right now, it's Little.
Dyson Little got a triple in the second inning. Scored. Got on with an error by the second baseman. Scored in the third. In the fourth was hit to the first baseman unassisted.
He could clear the bases with 1 swing here.
Ball way inside.
Okay. Hey.
Stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Goes back to the screen, right back to him now.
Pitcher struggling a little bit to find his mechanics here. A lot of them high, a lot of them releasing high, not getting fully extended there.
Owen Griffin, his first inning of work here, isn't it?
Yep.
A little steps back in. Pitch.
Ball 3.
Ball 3.
Wasn't for sure there.
Yeah, Ball 4, going to walk a runner in, get him an RBI.
Yep.
Oddly enough, his first RBI of the ball game.
He's kind of been the catalyst. He's led off a lot of those innings and made things happen to get him started. And he's kind of been more the igniter than anything right now.
Guzman at third, Gaffney at second, and Little at first. And Tucker Sarles up, and his first pitch is a strike.
So far, Sarles has been really good at contact. So if he gets anything close, I guarantee we're going to score some more runs here. A good contact hitter.
Took a base on balls, but he's selective on what he wants to hit.
He is.
The thing I like is you don't see any kid, particularly on the Beardstown side, that's going up looking for a walk.
Nope.
Even if they've walked before. And again, the excitement comes from putting the bat on the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Two-one pitch, bases loaded. Stretch. Here's the pitch. Strike.
Yep.
2-2.
Yep. And you mentioned something about Beardstown having to play their way back in it. You're fresh. You've been in these situations before where Macomb has been setting, and waiting to play. There's contact. Nice play.
Catch. Tosses to the second baseman. Oh, can't get the out. Runner's going to come home. Safe.
I don't know if the runner at third tagged up, did he?
I don't know.
I'd go out and challenge that and see if anybody else was watching.
Okay, so Sarles, we got 6 on the catch. And then, was that an error on the throw?
Yeah, well, error on the second baseman receiving the throw.
Okay.
But that'd be worth a challenge if I would go out and see if that runner at third tagged up.
Yeah, I think he's got to ask the question.
I have to watch that on replay, and you get that set up, Steve, so we can watch a replay and go back to it.
Yeah, Nick's the guy who does that. We got a 10-3 ball game, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Fritz is back in.
Fritz is back in the ball game.
Fritz for Brewer. Fritz is at bat, and Brewer's now coaching third.
Okay, Fritz got a base on balls and scored. Brewer, who he replaced, had struck out twice. Runners at first and third. I'm sure it'll be second and third here shortly. Ball high and outside or inside. Ball outside, runner goes down the second, and Gaffney stays at third base. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. It's Beardstown 10 and Macomb 3 in Little League 9 and 10-year-old action here. Championship game. If Beardstown continues at this pace and wins, they'll play tomorrow night. Again for the championship. Winner takes everything.
6 o'clock, I believe.
Is it 6?
Yep.
I know junior starts at 6 o'clock.
Yep. I think they'll probably start them both off at the same time.
We'll have the junior broadcast with Brown County and Beardstown, and we'll give you updates on that championship game. If I get time tomorrow, I may try to even string a camera up so that you can at least have a camera view of what's going on. Here's the pitch. Ball low. That's a ball 4. That's Fritz. Gets on second time with a base on balls. We got bases loaded again. And we're actually one big, strong hit. And it looks like Coach is coming out to make a pitching change. With that, it is 10-3. Beardstown leading Macomb. We'll be back after these messages.
Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066. 9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive prices. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
For over 100 years, the people and businesses in Brown County have counted on Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount.
We'll come back to Tracy and Hendricker Funeral Home after In our next break, first pitch to the batter is a strike. And it looks like, nope, that was Farmer State Bank, excuse me. So we have got Caden Pilger up.
Yep, Osterman on the mound for Macomb.
0-1 count. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Throws over to first. Gets the out on 4-3. So one pitch for Osterman. Okay, with that, let's see. Beardstown got, is it 3 runs? Yep, 3 runs. And I'm trying to look here, Jared. Did they even get a hit?
One.
One hit?
Yep, one hit. 8-hole hitter again. No, I'm sorry. Guzman got a hit. Singled out center field.
Yep. At least one error in that inning. And 3 left on base as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. It's Beardstown 10 and Macomb 3. We'll be back.
For over 100 years, the people and businesses in Brown County have counted on Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling to assist them with their banking needs. As the only locally owned and operated bank in Brown County, Farmers State Bank looks forward to continuing this partnership for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank is locally dedicated to all your banking needs. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling, locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Red, Jared Hoots back with you on the broadcast as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch, ground ball. Gaffney gets over for that long throw from the hole. Is going to be late. That's going to be a base hit. Ball gets away from the first baseman down to second, and he's safe in there. And that was it. To give Gaffney credit there, he made a great play on that ball.
Yeah, it was a great show of athleticism there by Gaffney. You know, it's one of those big-time plays, and it just kind of short-armed it a little bit on the throw. But once again, I think Macomb's, you know, as much as they haven't got hits, their base running has been excellent once they got on base.
Yeah, I think that was Karlinski. Popped up, left-hand side. The left fielder comes in, makes the play, and keeps the runner at second base.
Tucker Sorrells out there in left field making the catch for Beardstown.
As Eli Griffin makes the out. On Leinbach, he pitched. He started the game at third base. He took over pitching, and now we're several other pitchers past that. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman knocks it down. Just did a good job of getting it down. Runner at home is out as he tried to take home on that.
That was a great job by the first baseman, spinning and throwing home. The catcher was in great position to put the tag down, just like we talked about. Had the plate blocked with that left shin guard and had nowhere to go. So that was a great job by Beardstown's defense.
Okay, I'm mixed up a little bit here, Hooter. Okay, there's my runner.
First base would be Guzman making that throw to the catcher, which would be for Beardstown, which would be Alloway behind the plate.
Swing and a miss by Riker Allensworth. Allensworth has popped up to the second baseman and got a base hit, and then he was forced out. Foul or strike. 0-2. Beardstown could get out of this with very few pitches.
To Macomb's credit, they're still swinging the bat, and to Beardstown's credit, they're making the plays in the field they need to.
Strike. Yep. What do you call? Strike 3. On Allensworth, no runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on base as we head to the top of the 6th inning. It's Beardstown 10 and Macomb 3.
Hi, Chad Yingling here with Yingling and Nissen Insurance.
And Mike Yingling, also with Yingling and Nissen Insurance. Tell me about home and auto packages. It looks like we've had some companies with pretty competitive rates here the last few months.
We've done a lot of quotes here in the last few weeks. I've saved anywhere from $600 to even $1,200 off their annual premium. Been doing really well and saving people a lot of money and providing them excellent coverage.
Pretty competitive on the home and auto stuff if people want to quote.
We'd love to take a look at your stuff, give you a quote, and hopefully save you a bunch of money.
Give us a call at 217-773-3397.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
Cesar Jared Hoots back with you. 9 and 10-year-old Little League baseball today here in Brown County. Championship game. Macomb coming in out of the winner's bracket. Beardstown out of the loser bracket, but it's been all Beardstown 10-3, Jared.
Yeah, and I think the guy that at the plate got it started. He had the big 2-out RBI to get Beardstown on the board. Drew Meyer here. Been swinging a hot bat here today.
Yeah, he's got a base hit, 2 RBIs and scored, and a base on balls and scored, and another base on balls. So something's happened with him. Graham hits the ball to the shortstop, and a beautiful catch there by Seward at the shortstop position. I believe he's still playing shortstop.
Yep. With that, you couldn't hit one any harder at a 9 and 10-year-old, but just right at the shortstop, the batter made 3 steps out of the box, and it was caught.
P.J. Swan, I think I've called him before.
Yeah, 9-hole hitter.
Tell him if he's going to deliver something, deliver me just one of them pails of Swan ice cream. I'd love that. Don't think he's any relative, though. And I think it's spelled a little different.
Yeah, there's a C in that one.
Schwan, as Mike Shannon would say. 2 strikes. Strike 3. 2 outs.
2 outs here for Beardstown.
Now batting, Fisher Alloway.
Getting late in the ball game. The broadcasters are getting tired. The announcers are getting tired. The umpires are getting tired.
Yeah, about time for some more caffeine, I think.
Well, yeah, I've been dosing on caffeine all afternoon long. That's how I get through the morning. Swing and a strike. Alloway, the top of the order. Alloway's got 3 strikeouts today and an RBI sac fly.
Done a good job behind the plate for Beardstown.
Mm-hmm.
This whole tournament, we've been impressed with the way he throws the ball to second and his defensive mechanics.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count.
He's kind of like Gaffney, just trying real too hard at the plate right now. He just needs to calm down a little bit.
Strike 3 called. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we head to the bottom of the 6th, the last inning. It's Beardstown 10 and Macomb 3.
Napa Know How. Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McKay Napa Auto Parts store. That's right, that new Napa store in town. We have moved. Appreciate your business. You're supporting 224 employees that are family owned since 1937 in 24 small town communities just like Mount Sterling. We believe in heroes too. 2021 marks our 10th anniversary of participating in the Intrepid Fallen Heroes for our nation's service members who suffer from traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress. Stop by our store for a free hat with a $25 person. You'll make a $1 donation. We appreciate your business.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Steve Surratt, Jared Hoots back with you as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 10-3 ball game. Beardstown winning. They're coming out of the losers bracket. We'll have another ball game for you tomorrow. Like I said, we'll be doing the junior game, Beardstown and Brown County. That'll be top on our list, but we'll give you reports off of the other one. We'll see what else we can do for you. But been a long week, Jared.
Yeah.
I know for you, if you don't see any diamond dry and a rake for a while, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I know. It's or getting up early to work on it, but you know.
Oh, Gaffney lost that ball in the no, not
Yeah, it was Gaffney.
Gaffney lost that ball in the sun because he had it, got his glove up there, but lost it someplace.
Yeah, you know the way the field sets here, the sun this time of day is coming down, you know, right on you. You know, tough play. Big thing is you gotta lead here, 7 runs, make the next one.
Osterman up, and it'll be Vlyman, Luke Vlyman up.
But the one thing would be, you know, that you start thinking about pitch count, though. You know, I mean, that was 1 pitch, 1 out. Now you got to.
1 strike, swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Vlyman, Van Vlyman. Beardstown would like nothing more than to be really quick on the pitches this time.
Mm-hmm.
Runner's going to take second on the ball. It's 1-2 count. Actually, they want little. Let's see, 65 is the max, right? Or
well,
75?
75 is the max.
75 is the max.
I mean, he's done for 4 days, so, I mean, there's no.
Popped up, right side, going to be out of play.
You know, so realistically, unless we get rain for the next 4 days, it really wouldn't matter how many more pitchers he throws.
No, and they only need, you know, they need to get 3 outs here fairly quickly, and if they do that, they haven't used anybody besides Little today.
Nope.
That means they have 1 thing off the board, whereas opposed to Macomb, you know, they've got some jockeying around to do.
Yep.
Okay, swing and fouled that one back. Now, Jared, here's my question. Somebody pitches 20 pitches, he can pitch tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
How many pitches can he pitch tomorrow?
As many as he wants, as long as it's not
75?
taken. Yep.
Okay.
You just can't pitch on 3 consecutive days is the rule in there. So, like, you
Okay.
can't go 20, 20, you know, and then anything that next day. You cannot pitch on 3 consecutive days.
Swing and a miss. Braden Bainter coming up. And let's see, he's got on with an error by the shortstop. And, in fact, twice and scored on one of those.
Yep.
Yeah, and how was it when you were playing ball in Little League?
I don't think there was a pitch count.
There was no such thing as a pitch count. When I played 4-3, Zalloway throws over to Guzman.
Yeah, I don't ever remember a pitch count at all until high school implemented it, you know, however many years back that was.
We had innings pitched.
Yep.
It didn't make any difference if you threw 100 pitches, you know, every time you were out. It was you were allowed, I think, 10 innings a week.
Yep.
And then if you pitched over so many innings, you had to have so many days rest. But that's old school. That went clear up into Pony League when I was playing Pony League. And then they got smart, realized that there were people making a few pitches and a few people making a lot of pitches, and there needed to be a differentiator between those. Was there a period of time in the Little League where we actually counted how many pitches a catcher was behind the plate?
I don't know when that started. I mean, that's a big thing now.
It is?
It is, because you can only, after the third inning, you cannot go and pitch. If you count for, once you catch the fourth inning, you can't pitch. And after you deliver 21, after you catch for that and deliver 21 pitches, you cannot go back behind the plate or I mean, that's I had to write it on my cheat sheet, so it's in there somewhere.
Base on balls.
Catcher interference.
Catcher interference, okay. Aiden's Seward up. Aiden's played a good shortstop through this tournament. And let's see, he's got a double. And ball hit the Gaffney, turns and throws to second base, and they get the out to end the ball game. Nice job of turning and throwing that time. With that, no runs on one hit, no errors, one left on base. And we'll move on to the Casting Lumber, or I should say the Casting Lumber Company post-game show. Casting Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware stores, helping to build our community for 45 years. Casting Lumber Company, Route 99 South, Mount Sterling, 773-2626. For the home team, Macomb, they had 3 runs on 1 hit, 3 errors committed by Beardstown, and left 4 men on base. And what I attribute all that to is probably who we're going to name player of the ball game here in a minute. Let's go over to the Beardstown side. We got 10 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and they left 9 men on base. So not a lot of hits on the Beardstown side. They were just timely hits and time, like a triple, and then walking people and taking advantage of the things. Errors. There's probably, let's see, I got 4 errors committed by Macomb, and that's a big factor. We talked about that, putting the ball in play, things happen, and that's the proof that you need right there. And so this has been the Casting Lumber postgame show, family-owned lumber and hardware store, Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call them 773-2611. And then let's talk about the KLC Inc. players of the ball game, 509 Pittsfield Road in Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-9090. KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it. Let's do Macomb first. Anybody on Macomb that you think really deserves the player of the game?
Nobody really jumps out to me. I thought the shortstop, like you said, Seward played some nice defense out there, but nobody really jumps out to me on the offensive end.
Okay, I agree. I would give him a ball player, defensive player, because they didn't really do a lot with the bats. Then on the other side, I think we're unanimous in Tyson Little, who pitched the entire ball game.
Yeah, that's twice so far this tournament that he has went the distance for Beardstown. Limited to 3 runs. Also at the plate, got started with that big triple there in the second inning to lead the offense. So definitely going with Tyson Little. The great thing for Beardstown is they did a good job getting him to the true championship game. But the bad thing is now they have to rely on somebody else on the mound. He's kind of been their workhorse on the mound to get him to this point.
And we really didn't see the Beardstown hitters today. Not like they have another. So if the hitters show up tomorrow night, you don't need as much pitching as long as you can score that amount of runs.
Yep.
So with that, that's your KLC Inc. players of the ball game. I want to thank Jared Hoots for hopping in here today and helping us. It made the ball game a whole lot more interesting, and I hope it made it interesting for you guys. We'll be back at 5:30 tomorrow night. I will be for the junior team, and we'll give you updates on the other side of the field so that you can know what's going on with this championship game. As always, Hooter, great working with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's always fun to watch baseball and to help out where I can. So thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you, and have a blessed evening.